Oh.
How's it going? We're the Builder Boys. They're the Builder Boys. I'm the Builder Dad, and this is Josiah. Say hi, Joe, to the camera.
Hi.
Say hi, Saul, to the camera. We're all looking up at the camera.
Oh, camera.
All right, let's try that again. Hey, YouTube world.
No, that's bad. No, don't.
I hate this. I'm out.
No, there are some channels that do that. No one likes it.
So what do you want me to say? Hey,
Yeah,
how's it going?
Komodo Gaming. Dad, Komodo Gaming says hello YouTube.
It's not. It's
Okay.
just strange.
All right, how's it going? Gotcha. Yeah.
We should actually post this video just for like behind the scenes.
All right, come on, let me get this.
How bad?
How's it going? I am Cody McLean, and I am the Dad Mac, or Big Mac.
No.
Okay.
You're not.
So,
Anyway.
we're the Builder Bro. No, they're the Builder Boys. I'm the Builder Dad, or you can call me Big Mac.
No, you can't.
Yeah, because he's a burger.
Fine.
He's a big fat burger.
He's very unkind.
Do I need to get my guitar so we can get an intro?
No, you don't need that.
Do that, and I am out.
You have.
Do it.
You
Dad,
have.
if you do that, it's just going to be the two of you.
You have sound of you playing, like on your phone.
Yeah, that's right.
Just like that. Yeah. So this is probably gonna
Dad,
be a
do
big
you remember
flop.
the boss music?
I was talking.
Dad, do you remember the boss music?
No.
Bob Johnson, Bobby Johnson, Bob Johnson,
That was this guy. He did it. It was his fault.
What if I made a channel and it was the Bobby Johnson Bros? I didn't let you know that, and then we did the whole thing.
Structures in a cell that performs.
No.
That's crap. What the heck are you doing?
Okay, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so we're gonna just beep. Start again. Okay. So
Dad,
I want you guys to start and just say, "Hey, we're the Builder Bros."
Slow.
I'm
I'm
hoping to not be able to say anything or do anything.
Okay, so this is the Builder Bros. This is Solomon Bro. This is Joe Bro. I'm Daddy O.
Dad, you know you're gonna have to edit these videos, right?
No. I just want to post this one as the first one, just because they'll laugh their heads off and we'll get 1 billion views on it.
And we'll get money. Money.
Okay, so welcome to Builder Bros. Today we have Josiah Bro and Saul Bro.
I do not like these
Josiah, Solomon, Dad, Cody. Anyway, welcome to our show. We have no idea what we're doing in terms of recording or video editing or whatever. However, we are joined in on the Mark Rober's monthly creative engineering
I'm just here to be here.
class. And so this is part 1.
I'm
And we are
forced
going to
be
brainstorm in front of you how to do our class 1. We're supposed to come up with a scene. First, we're going to come up with a bunch of scenes, and then we're going to find out problems in those scenes and possible solutions to those problems that we could possibly come up with. However, our main focus is to come up with the scenes and the problems, and we're going to work on that right now. Love you guys so much. Sorry, that drives me nuts when they say that. No, they don't love you. They just love your views and love your likes and everything else. If you don't like it, it's okay. We have no idea what we're doing anyway. So,
Yeah, like it if you like it.
Joe Bro.
I'm out. Oh, I got the music.
Joe Bro, come back here. Josiah Bro, come back here.
FYI, this is the dumbest video ever created.
No, I've seen dumber. There's videos about cats.
How dare you speak of my cat that way?
We never did. Oh, now he brings the cat.
Snuggles will be replacing me.
No.
Good day.
Just sit down so we can.
Snugglers, look at the camera. This is Snugglers. Snugglers,
Josiah,
say
would
hi.
you please come back and sit down?
Snugglers. Snugglers. Nose.
Give me my cat.
Can you sit down, please?
This
Thank
is
you.
my baby.
All right. So, we're going to pretend like there's no camera. We're just going to brainstorm scenes, okay? When we talk about scenes, it has to do with food, situations with food. Now, we're not going to limit it to just people food. We're going to think about scenes that might involve
Nuggles.
animals.
Ducks.
Chickens.
His name is Nuggles.
Okay, so you say a scene, and I'll write it down. So we're talking about like a scene of feeding cats.
His name is
I know.
Nuggles.
We could make something.
Cats eating. Our cat eats.
His name is Nuggles. Stop referring him to the cat.
We'll just start with cat eating.
Dog eating.
We have dogs, so we're gonna go dogs eating.
2 dogs.
What about our chickens?
Chickens. How about? Oh yeah, chickens eating.
This is Bob.
We're gonna find a couple problems. It's not a COVID cough. We're gonna find a couple problems for each one of these after we come up with it. How about goats eating? I could think of a bunch of problems with that. And the ducks. I'm going to group the ducks with the chickens. Sorry, ducks. They're not mighty.
They like to hang out.
What about what comes out of a chicken's bum?
Eggs.
Yeah, and that's food.
We could have it so that when
An
they
auto
lay,
egg splatter.
So
no,
egg
when
collecting.
they lay an egg, it rolls down this little thing and falls into a
You're
bucket.
already getting to the solutions. We're just looking at
It's
the
impossible for
the
me to
scenes.
not.
Okay.
I can't
What
not.
about wild animals like rabbits?
Yeah, we can make a catcher that
What are
catches
those
rabbits.
Wild rabbits.
Dad, you know what would be funny?
Oh, what
Is
about our
it-
bunny?
Dad,
Feeding the bunny.
it would be funny if you said, that it wasn't a COVID cop, and then some dudes with those yellow suits and the big weird helmets came in and had that
How's that?
weird, that weird temperature thing.
I'm like, are you COVID? You're like,
Like,
Okay.
you got COVID.
COVID-19.
Whoa. Figure it down a notch. Okay, so now we have a bunch of situations. We didn't even get into our own kitchen or anything, but I think that's okay because I know a lot of people are going to go that direction. We don't have to go that direction. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different situations alone, scenes, with respect to food. Okay?
With all due respect, Dad is trying to replace me with my job.
That made no sense. Anyway, let's talk
He's
about
trying
some,
to replace my animal feeding job.
what are some problems that we might see about the cat eating. Well, I can tell you one.
Stop trying
cat-
to replace me.
The cat brings headless rodents. So
Ugh.
I'm going to say headless rodents is a problem.
We barely ever find them.
Those-
Knuckles is
Ugh.
What about what about feeding him? What about feeding
So
him?
much crap in here.
Okay. How about feeding him so that nothing gets into his food? Do we need to have like food or
Nothing ends
food.
up getting in his food anyway.
Don't watch this if you have a weak stomach.
does his food ever get wet or anything?
No, he's
Right.
he's on the balcony, Dad. No,
Okay. What about keeping his food topped up?
that is a problem.
Keeping food topped up. Okay. That's probably going to be a regular issue. How about dogs eating? Keeping their food dry?
Yeah, that is a problem. Except Sassy is not a problem. Fifi is. She doesn't have a problem. Bye, Bob.
Cat. Okay. Keeping food dry. What else?
Nothing.
Nothing. No other problems with the dog food?
No.
How about when I gave
Flies!
the dog the squirrel and didn't eat it right away?
Flies!
Then your mom doesn't want to see that.
Flies in the
Flies in the food?
flies in the food shed.
Flies in the feed shed. Well, that's going to be common to all the other food.
They've never been in there.
What else gets stuck in the feed shed?
Nothing. Rats at night.
Rats in the feed shed.
They're actually helpful when it comes to cleaning up my mess.
Oh, that's great. And they stink.
No, they don't.
Chickens and ducks eating. Is there any automation or anything? Well, is there a problem with their eating or feeding them?
No.
You know, in the wintertime, there is a problem with feeding them because you throw the food in the mud. So winter feeding with mud.
It's not the winter.
It doesn't matter. It's still a scene.
They eat
Solomon,
it
would you
anyway.
please return over here?
No.
I have hair in my mouth.
Well, get it out.
I can't.
Chickens and ducks. Do you have to separate? Hey. Don't talk. I'm not talking about hay. But what about feeding chickens and ducks in the same area but separately from one another? Is there a way to isolate feeding chickens from ducks if they're in the same area? Isolating ducks from chickens.
It's the same thing.
Okay. What about goats? I
Nanny
wish
doesn't
there was
feed
some way for us to, like, create a better mechanism for the goats to be.
Take the cat away from me.
Okay. The tangles are an issue. We have our goat. Okay. Listen, we're trying to do a video here, and it's going to be a whole lot of editing if you don't stop it.
It's
So-
already a whole
I'm choking on fur. Get away from me.
Okay. So it's the leash tangles are an issue. When we tie the goats up, they get tangled. It's so bad. I got 27 wraps on their. I can't do this. This is not working.
I'm sorry. I can't help myself. It's so funny.
I need to stop. No water. Automatic water bottle filler.
Then Saul's out of a job. You know, it would be helpful if I didn't have to do the birds and I just come in here and start playing.
Oh yeah. So
I really want to make my own YouTube channel. I want to do gaming videos.
I'll tell you what. There's no way in this world I'm gonna let you have your own YouTube channel if you don't work with me on this one.
Fine, okay. If we get through this video properly, can I make my own YouTube channel and do gaming videos? Like just of the actual date and how cool it is and stuff.
If you can really work with me and be serious, I might let you do a channel.
Yes! Forgot the darn games. And edits.
Okay,
Help
so
me edit the screenshots.
So collecting the eggs by hand to keep them clean. Basically a rollaway kind of scenario, right? They get stomped on and covered in their poop and stuff by the next chicken.
And now the ducks they're gonna have babies, but all the eggs are falling out.
So then we have to deal with cleaning eggs, washing eggs. Okay, that's a problem, right? They're all poopy and dirty. So we may be able to curtail that on the front side, or be able to find a way to automatically clean them. Like imagine if you had a tumbler thing that cleaned each egg. But
I got an idea.
I'm getting ahead. Wild rabbits, rabbit trap.
What if we made an auto feeder? Like we attached like a container of dog food. Like you'd have to refill the container every few days. But like it auto dispenses the food every morning for Sassy. And then every couple days for Fifi. Like program it every 2 days for Fifi.
Also keeping rabbits out of the garden. So the thing is, you're getting ahead on solving the problems that we haven't fully identified yet. Feeding the bunny, like that's our pet. You want to have some kind of there's the problem of keeping it fed, right?
Yeah, that's why we're leaving him out. Because we have a problem with feeding.
Not a problem. Now we need a solution for it.
Nuggles' hair.
Cat fur?
I mean, it's not food
That's
related.
not food related.
But
Except
it
if
is.
you're eating it's in your mouth.
Like cows.
Yeah, I told
disgusting.
you. Coleman is funny.
It's not funny for me.
You're really funny looking right now.
So if I work in this video, I can make my own YouTube channel.
Okay, so here's what we got so far. Just in summary, the scenario was cat eating. Problems we have are headless rodents that appear, okay,
Yeah.
or keeping the cat's food topped up.
Headless horseman.
It was nothing to do with anything.
Water bottle
There's
bed.
like nothing
There's
in it.
nothing in there.
Dogs eating, keeping the food dry, flies in the shed, and rats in the feed shed. Chickens eating. We got winter feeding because the mud is bad. And how do you isolate ducks from chickens? So you get different foods. How do we keep them separate when we have them in the same pen? Goats eating, tangles and the leash. Like I said, I counted 27 wraps on Freddie's line yesterday. 27 wraps in his knot. I don't know how he did it. And then he went through the loop, and then it tightened up finally. Like, it was crazy. So then egg collecting eggs. How do we get the eggs to be clean before we get them? In other words, so that they roll away or something to keep the poopy feet from touching them, especially in the wintertime. Or when we go to wash them, is there a system we can use that would automatically wash them for us?
Yeah, if you watch the Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves, there's a weirdo mailbox that they keep calling a weirdo mailbox. The mailman puts the mail thing in, and it goes down a pipe that's underneath the driveway, and it goes up all the way into the kitchen, and lands in the lady's cereal.
Now, in the wild rabbits, we could look at a rabbit trap.
Yeah.
Keeping rabbits out of the garden.
Oh yeah, I just saw the black rabbit.
Okay. Now, feeding the bunny, our actual pet, is obviously keeping his food topped up regularly. And then it also occurs to me, in our garden, that's all our food, right? So how about watering as a problem?
Oh yeah.
And weeds. Those are two problems in our garden. So now let's talk about ideas that we could do. Headless rodents. How do we stop headless rodents from appearing from the cat? I have no idea. Can you think of a way that
there's absolutely no way.
Can you train the cat and put it in a little garbage can or something?
Too old right now.
Okay, it's not gonna happen. So no idea. Fail on that one. Keeping the food topped up for the cat. Is there a system that could be made?
Same dispenser thing. We could do the same dispenser thing idea with the dog food.
So
because they eat the same thing.
So when we're talking about dispenser, yes, I agree that any one of the pets could be solved with the same system. So we could just generically say pet, hopper, and dispenser. Now,
wait, I didn't hear you. Pet hopper design.
We don't have one. We're just talking about the fact that we could. So we could have a hopper, which is like a container that feeds down to a funnel that then somehow distributes food into a dish. Now, you could do that with a gate valve, right?
Or one of those things
you could do it where just...
in a bulk aisle, you pull the thing up and...
Yes, but could you do it automatically? Yeah. Where maybe... So I'm going to say there's the daily human activation. There's also a pet activation. Could you not do it where the heavy pet puts its paws on a pad or on the dish and the food dispenses, but a rodent wouldn't, right? See, the rodent's weight's not enough, but the pet's weight's enough.
But it only does a little bit.
That's right. It's a measured amount.
So
Okay.
then, if it needs more food, like maybe I'll spin around, or like the.
Could we not also build a control module and power it up so that every day at a certain time, like an alarm clock, it just goes and feeds a certain amount of food?
6:30 in the morning.
We can't do it this time. We gotta do it.
Well, we are allowed. The focus is the mechanical engineering. We are allowed to put some kind of timer in there. I mean, for example, if we had a simple system, a normal plug-in-the-wall timer would do it as long as we had a motor that would power it, and that little motor that we just threw in the trailer would actually probably do it, the fan motor, because it wouldn't take a lot of power to move something, to open a valve, close a valve, or to run an auger or a little conveyor belt or something like that. So that's gonna be easy because we have the timers, like the light. We use them for the lights for the chickens and stuff.
Yeah, but we'd want it to dump at 6:30 in the morning.
One of the problems is, of course, it would want to turn on for like an hour. So it's too.
Yeah, the one problem with that one.
Camera with the silly face, just FYI. We don't have to necessarily use a full Arduino. I could get 555 timer chip and we could build a little circuit, and we can just do like a timer thing where it does that. So, okay. Anyway, so we could have a dispenser that's either human activated, pet activated, or automated. So that's a digital. I like the pet one. I think that would be a great challenge to create a hopper dispenser system where when an animal steps on the tray, food is able to be dispensed. I don't know if that would work so much for the chickens, but for the cats and dogs, it probably work very well.
Well, with the chickens,
and almost the same thing with the water. Like you could have either a hose and a valve, and then when the dog steps on it, the water pours into the thing.
But what happens when it's full and then she walks around on it?
Well, we just do it so that it's not a walk around area. It's like off of a post, and they gotta put their paw on it or something. I know with the chickens, I had a thing, but it unscrewed itself and fell apart and all lost in mud. But it was on weight. When it filled itself up, when the bucket got heavy enough, it turned the valve off. And they drank water, and it got light, and the spring pulls it up, and the valve opens, which fills it back up again and goes down. That's super simple. We could do that with food.
Yeah, let's do it.
We could do it with water. We could do it for each of the animals. And forget those little nipples that plug up and stuff. That would be so easy. And theoretically, you could run a hose to each location, so it automatically turns on its own water every time.
Well, with some things, there's this one idea. I don't know if I came up with it a while ago. Anyway, there's where you have this bucket. It's got a hole drilled through it so that the hose goes through, but it's only a little bit of power. And then it's got like something that floats up, so when there's no water in it, but there's a little floaty that stays on the bottom. And as it fills up, the sponge or foam, it rises up, but it's attached like to a cage or something, so it doesn't float away. And when it's at the right height, it plugs the hole where the water's coming out. And it's not like high pressure, so it doesn't just like blast it away. It's just enough, just so little pressure that it just stops it.
Okay, other problems that we have. How do you isolate? So winter feeding. Well, do you have a hopper that solves itself, right? If we do an automated hopper, you don't have to worry about how do you keep their feed clean. It's in a hopper. And if you do something for the birds, you want to do it so that only their heads can go in, so they can't climb on it, poop on it. Because you know they like to perch on it. And then isolating chicken from ducks. I don't know how you do that.
You don't need to.
Unless you want to put the chicken's food high, but I think they're going to go for the duck food just because it's there. Tangles in the leash. That I wish we had a great solution for tangles.
Like an auto tangle.
Oh, you know what I think we need to do is one way go to a chain, but then I think knots in a chain are horrible. Because once you get the knots in the chain, it's hard to undo it.
Plus,
well,
if it comes and whaps you.
But I also want to think about what if you want to put them in the middle of a field? How do we tie that thing down without, like, we have rocky soil. You can't just pound something in the ground that easy.
You already broke your arm.
No, you didn't.
Hurt tendons there from hammering. So
like,
maybe there's a weight or something we can easily move around with the hand cart or something, but the goat can't pull it. Maybe there's a ground anchor we could have that it's heavy enough with little spikes or something that's got enough friction that the goat can't pull it. But if you tip it, it's got wheels on it and you can just roll it around, right?
But then the goat would wrap itself
So we
around
can call it the
it.
land anchor.
But the goat would wrap itself around it 50 billion times.
Well, so my thought is, you have it so it swivels around, so that it's got an arm, and it swivels out here off the arm. So no matter what, they can't get it wrapped because it just keeps pulling around.
Like a chain. Chains are good for that.
Well,
They don't knot up. They just.
let's
keep
imagine,
going
for
around.
example, we took a wheel and tire that had the steel rim inside, okay, and we pulled a post off of that, and then you had a swivel arm off of that. It can never wrap around there because it always swivels too easy, like on a bearing. And then you took the tire could just get dragged around, but we fill it with something, sand, right? You fill the tire with sand. Now, it's too hard for the goat to drag it, but you and I could grab that thing, and because it's a wheel, once you tip it on its side, it rolls easy.
But then the goat would go around the right side and then yank it and then get away.
Well, no, because the goat could have to try and drag a tire full of sand. We would be smart enough to grab it and roll it. We have hands.
Yeah, the goat would just.
So-
like if it tries to flop.
So we have
You
A
can't
food-
underestimate goats. Goats are stubborn
And
and
dumb.
often dumb, but they can be clever and they can do dumb things that are actually smart for a goat. So you can get very frustrated by them. So maybe you like, for me, always think worst case scenario with goats.
yes.
The goat will go around the arm, will jump on the arm,
Well,
and
that's
swivel around the arm. And then once the arm is so tangled up that it can't swivel enough, it wraps itself around the rest of it. Worst case scenario, it's failed. Because goats are just that dumb.
that's
Yeah.
No, but seriously, that's what it does. You think you have the world's best idea, and it's a failure. Because goats are smart.
No, they're not.
They always are
They're
smart.
stubborn and dumb.
Don't listen to him.
Don't listen to him.
Mm-mm.
He sings Bobby
I'm the
Johnson.
wise guy.
He sings Bobby Johnson song.
No, don't listen to him.
Play it, Dad. Play the song.
no.
Yeah.
No. Josh.
You have to stop. I want
No.
my YouTube channel. We have to stop. I want my
Fine.
my YouTube channel.
Care? You're not gonna get money out of this.
Yes, no.
You don't understand YouTube.
No, not really. I will get tons of likes.
First of all, you're not even allowed to monetize the channel with kids on it or something.
What?
Yeah. You guys are minors, so can't do that.
Minors. Minors. I know more stuff than you do.
So you can't get cash off of that?
Actually, what if we used a brand new garbage can? You could fill the whole garbage can with food, as long as you're able to get the food out of the bottom with like an auger and a tube, and then it could fill into a
Yeah.
tray.
You could do that and then have the swivel arm on it. And then
This
the
is
goat.
this is not the goat one. This is the feeding the animal one.
Yeah, but you can do a goat one. Which has goat pellets. I'm not talking about goat poos.
Hey, that's an issue. So now the other one is the goat land anchor.
Can I draw it?
You can draw variations, but I was wanting to give you the idea I was talking about. So this is your.
You gotta show them your drawings after. I have no clue what you're doing.
So everybody's bored.
Yeah, what they're seeing is.
They're not even. I should have two cameras. One showing the drawing, one showing that, and then you can mix in and out of that. Now you're showing my belly. Oh, good. No.
Maybe I think this is not working. No, stop. Stop just that. Stop. Okay, is this good? Okay.
It's not funny to me when you wreck the camera or something, okay? Filled with sand. Tire. Post. Tether. I didn't even see that.
I got it.
So I got it. Just there.
To goat.
Okay. It's backwards. Okay. You want? Oh, can they actually read the words?
No, you're moving all over the place. Let's just. I will take pictures or scan them or whatever at the end. Okay.
I will not risk opening my mouth. It keeps filling with cat crap.
Oh, gross. Okay.
And Dad thought his
we're not
allergies
done
were
the
bad.
ideas. Let's just keep going through them. So we
Yeah,
have egg.
we've been doing this for half an hour.
Well, we have to get it done.
No, probably more like 20 minutes. So
Collecting eggs, keeping them clean. Is there? So the idea would be laying boxes that are tapered and capture the eggs, right? Rollaway boxes. There are rollaway boxes online. So it would have to be something unique. What about washing the eggs? This is one thing I thought about. Was there a way for us to do like an automated egg washer? Maybe like a dishwasher, but not hot water.
But then if there's a cracked egg.
It blow apart. Maybe like a lathe, it rolls it around, or maybe it's like something to roll it and then scrape it while it's rolling it.
Like, how does it roll?
Brushes. It's got wheel brushes,
No, it has to be real sponges because brushes
Sponge.
will go, and then
Roller.
the ends of it will be white and the rest will be brown.
Washer.
No,
So you got like this this tube here.
You want to eat
This tube here.
brown eggs?
Your egg is in there, and then it gets cleaned by soft rotary brush. These two are rolling it, so the egg spins around, and this one goes and cleans it off.
Sorry you're bored.
Egg cleaner.
Dad's being super boring. Saul's being insane.
Okay.
Yeah, something to entertain him.
What about a rabbit / squirrel trap?
Well, let's do it like our trap, just bigger.
Okay.
It automatically shoots the rabbit. No. Some of them are babies.
Let's not go with that, especially on our YouTube. We don't want people thinking about that. So what we're talking about actually is way to humanely catch it, so we can eat it.
No, or if they're babies, baby bunnies. We have a little baby bunny that we caught.
Another thing.
And now our little baby bunny is growing up.
Another thing is a mouse trap / rat trap. There's a lot of creative ones online. We're not going to eat those. We just want to get rid of them.
I mean, some places that's what you gotta eat.
Okay, what about automatic or somehow to make automatic gardening? What occurs to me is I got those tanks, and I always wanted to set the tanks up and catch the rainwater. And if you have the rainwater there, then you can make it so when the rainwater gets a certain place, I don't know. It'd be cool if it was able to sprinkler for an hour every day, and then water the garden off of that water. See, that would be something you could do with that.
Then you need a water pump.
Which you could do.
But is it not expensive? You don't want to be spending $1 million on a little barrel.
I don't, but we could probably get a water pump pretty simply.
What are you doing?
I'm cold.
I think we could. I think even electric pressure washer or something like that. It's not that expensive.
Yeah.
Okay. There was the idea of weeds. I don't know how to deal with weeds. You gotta put a fail on that one.
Oh, you could just get some gasoline and dump gasoline all over the grass, but then it'd kill the grass, not just the weeds.
And you're contaminating the grass.
Yeah. And then if a goat
What
comes
about the
over,
automatic water bottle filler?
I
Is
don't.
there some kind of thing we can do where we can automatically?
like a sensor,
Yeah, it's not gonna work either.
they
I was
already have.
thinking about a way to easily fill those so it comes to the top and it's done. You have to sit there holding it, waiting with the button.
I don't think these people are making videos. They're just posting things.
We don't care. We're making a YouTube video.
Right.
Oh, we already made our YouTube thing today.
Okay. So what?
Are we done yet?
The garden waterer.
I'm a garden waterer now. Mom doesn't do it anymore. I gotta do it.
I don't do it anymore.
Yeah, I gotta do it by myself.
That's because you're the watering person. I'm the feeding
So I would have
person.
to make a water tower. Well, not necessarily. Let's keep the water tower out. We can hook a hose up to our automatic system.
We have a well.
We just need to have we have the well. So all we need then is a valve and a timer, right? So automatic water for the garden. And I have some soaker hoses already for the water for the raspberries and for some of the other things. Or you could set up a sprinkler. The sprinkler comes on.
Hey, Dad, I've got a question. In the winter, how do your pipes not freeze up?
For the water dispenser system we're talking about?
Yeah. No. Like in real life.
Well, it depends where they are. They're insulated or they're either underground or the inside.
Oh, so underground it's warm?
It's true. It generally doesn't freeze too deep into the ground, 3 or 4 inches. Usually it's okay. So if you're foot down, usually it's not. The ground is its own insulator.
Oh. I always thought that underground would be cold.
Depends how far north you are. The further north you are, the frost goes deep. And you get permafrost.
Yeah, then we don't want to be underground.
Okay, so what we have to do now is decide on a path that we want to go. Do we want to work on a garden waterer? Do we want to work on sneezing? Do you want to work on a pet livestock food dispenser, and we can scale that for the different animals? You got the birds, you got the dogs,
Food
you got
dispenser,
the cats,
food dispenser, food
you got
dispenser.
the rabbit. Once you build one, you could build more at different sizes, right?
Food dispenser.
Then there's the water dispenser for the animals as well. Almost being more important. It's harder to keep up with the water if they make their water dirty, all that kind of stuff. So it'd be nicer if they had an automated watering thing. Surely I could build something on top of their house in that upper layer there that could hold water that could do that job for the new chickens. The goat anchor would be really practical. We could make 2 of them and be very simple, very, very simple. And tether the goats off of that so they're not tangled all the time.
Yeah, most of you don't know we have 2 goats. We have Billy and Freddie, and they're my sister's goats.
Now, the egg cleaner seems to me, we might be able to do that for Project 2 off an Arduino or something. I don't know. So egg cleaner is another thought.
No,
So there's 5 things. Which one do we pick?
we could do Arduino and then Raspberry Pi for like
Managing the whole system. Then put a screen up and have like a computer running the whole thing.
Well, then you'd get really disoriented.
Do my animals have food? And I put an app on there and it's beep, beep, beep. No, the rabbits are out of food. Better get some when you're home, Dad. Okay. Let's not get that out of hand. So, Josiah, do you vote garden water, pet or livestock, food dispenser, pet or livestock, water dispenser, goat, land anchor, or egg cleaner?
Food dispenser.
So there's a J. Solomon, garden water, pet, livestock, water dispenser, goat, land anchor, or egg cleaner? Or food dispenser. This one.
Food dispenser.
Yes!
Okay, there you go, guys. So, we're going to create, at this point, we're going to create a food hopper. We may be able to, I did this backwards. Title, food, water. I may be able to, we may be able to do something where we are able to do 2 things in one assembly. Maybe it's a water and food dispenser system. That would be kind of cool. One side's got water, one side's got food. Is that interesting to you guys? 2 in 1. Let's make that our project. A water and food dispenser for our chickens and our ducks, and then we may look at that for the dogs, and look at that for the
Okay, we've been going for 40
rabbits,
minutes.
etc. Okay.
So this should be the first video. We should end it here, I think.
Goodbye.
Yeah, so bye-bye. If, like, now. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, go back up, Dad. Okay, so we're just looking on the Mark Rober thingamajig. Super strawberry cutter.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wow. Hey, let's just comment on these before we go. So somebody's got
Carnival games.
no one enjoys feeding the dog, so they want to make it more fun by a carnival game activity with a food dispenser. So they played a game and the reward feeds the dog. All right, if you lose, I guess the dog loses too. Rover, it's over.
Sorry, dude.
Game Rover.
Sorry, little dog.
All right. What's this? This looks good.
Tom Harrington, if you're watching this, cool. It's a weird hand.
That's weird. All right, love to make daily life easier. This creating a build that lets me fill my bowl with cereal by simply pushing against the lever. Okay, yeah, I can see that. They kind of have those. That's basically the same idea as the peanut dispensers at the grocery store, like that. Credit card cracker cheeser.
Wow.
Automatic cheeser. Hey, I'm liking that. I like the strawberry cutter.
Testing.
Watch the
Oh,
video.
can we watch the video?
Not while we're on this one.
Oh, man.
Meatball maker. Hey, that's cool. It's automatic.
Lazy
rolls.
pasta
Meatball.
dispenser.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Automatic dough roller. Man, that's one of the hardest things. Yeah. You get a conveyor belt with the roller on top. Roll that pony. I'm into that.
Yeah, you need pie rollers because
noise canceling.
Thingy.
You know what you could do is you could actually record the sound of your mixer, and then with digital software create the opposite and have a speaker that plays that opposite sound when you turn it on. It turns on together, and it creates the opposite sound. It'll be noise canceling. It'd be really tricky to get right. Small portable device that attracts flies away from your food. Oh yeah, winner. Especially right now, there's like flies just everywhere.
wait, these are just ideas.
Yeah. My brother takes too much of my candy, so this dispenser will give just the right amount. It also has a lock mode. Okay. Candy dispenser. Automatic dog thing. Oh yeah, I like it. The dog's got to work for it. Dog's got to push it. I'm into that. So there's a few animal pet dispensers. So a lot of people actually went this direction. All right.
Oh, there's wait, what?
S'more smusher.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know what? You could almost take like stuff like my clay pigeon, my trap.
Oh yeah,
thrower.
for the cookie thing.
Throw cookies with the trap thrower.
Yeah, you're just like chuck.
Catch them. If you catch them, you get to eat the cookies.
Yay.
All
No,
right.
but you
so
don't
you know what? Peer group, I think you guys got some good ideas here. I'm excited to see how everybody else is going to do
wait a
their
minute, I
stuff.
want to read the ketchup one.
Okay, ketchup one.
Ultimate ketchup dispenser. Hello, my name is Micah. And the first project I'll be making is very high pressure ketchup dispenser. It is a very important item to have a squirting ketchup from a jar. Takes a while.
Hey, I like the concept.
Yeah.
And you know what? No more wasting ketchup. He puts exactly the right amount on there each time. Okay, well, we got to get our stuff loaded before we run out of time here.
We're already out of time.
Well, you know what? We're on the West Coast. It's not our fault, right? It says that we have to have it done by 23:56 or something. 23:59 here on the West Coast. So we're the last ones. All right.
No, we don't know for the last ones. There could be other people that are further behind. Yeah, thank you for everyone that made a cool
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry if we were like totally boring or weird or drove you nuts.
Goodbye.
Anyway, I should say we decided to do a food and water dispenser combo for our chickens and our ducks, and potentially move that on to our dogs and our cats and other things too for their individual ones. We also looked at the goat anchor, so anchor our goats for eating certain areas of the fields instead of eating our Precious Garden, add automatic egg cleaner, and automated garden watering system. Anyway, so those were our ideas. We had lots of stuff on paper. Great fun. Thanks, Mark, for teaching us this process. We're looking forward to learning a lot more as we go.
And if you like this video,
Don't.
too bad.
Yeah.
Give it a thumbs up and subscribe.
No.
Too bad. You're gonna have to wait till the next one. And if you didn't, then even more too bad.
Listen, if you like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff, whatever, go for it. If you don't, you don't.
Thanks a lot.
I'm bad. I usually forget about it. So
Yeah.
He's
Anyway.
evil.